Hi all, and thanks for watching. This is the 102nd video of my Kingdom Come Deliverance playthrough, and I'm on the main quest, Poverty, Chastity, and Obedience, so I'm just going to continue on. Alright, so let me just pull up my journal here, and as you can see, we're on the main quest, and we're to enter the monastery at this time. All we have to do is put away our worldly goods, and put on the monk's habit. So we'll head over to the monastery and take care of that. Now I did check to see if you would lose your equipment after you put it in the chest, but there was no mention of that, so I'm fairly certain that that won't be a problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been kind of worried that maybe you'd lose your items after doing this because it wants you to give up all your worldly possessions, but no one seemed to mention anything like that, and I figured it would probably be a complaint if people were losing all their items, and I would likely see something to do with that, so I'm fairly certain we don't have to worry about losing anything, we just have to do the quest here. So let's go in and get changed.
Strange feeling being without all of that. I didn't realise how much I'd grown used to it.
Everything's prepared. It's time for you to take your vows.
Do I really have to wear this?
You'd better get used to it. You'll be wearing it for the rest of your life.
Brothers in Christ, we have gathered here today to welcome a new novice into our midst. Dear brother, forget your former life and embrace your new vocation in the community of the monks of St. Benedict. Opus Dei, obedientia, obprobria, the service of God, obedience, and endurance of all discomfort. These are the cornerstones and succor of our order, which on this day shall become your own. Suscipe me, Domine, secundum eloquium tuum et vivam. Et non confundas me ab expectatione mea.
Suscipe me, Domine, secundum in loquium tuum vivam, et non confundas me ab expectatione me.
Accept your new name, Brother Gregor, and wear it with honor. Welcome, brother.
Welcome, brother. I am Antonius, a novice like you. I've been instructed to guide you around the monastery and tell you what you can expect and what your duties will be.
Thanks for helping me out during the ceremony. I had no idea what I was supposed to do.
You don't know Latin, do you? Don't worry. Work in the scriptorium will teach you fast enough. Why exactly are you here? Was it your choice? Or did someone force you to come?
It was my choice. For a common lad like me, it's the easiest way to get an education and do something worthwhile with my life.
It looks like we're both here for the same reason. I think we'll get along.
Would you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a novice and I'm here because I'd make a poor merchant. I like books and I want an education. Although I must say, so far the monastic life's been quite unexpected.
Let's go then.
Good. But before we do, here's a letter directly from the prior telling you all your regular duties from tomorrow onwards. Make sure to read it this evening so you know how things work. Right, we can go now. Follow me closely. I'll explain everything as we go. Remember one word: discipline. It's your job to work and pray. You serve the Lord now, not your own bodily needs.
Salve Domini.
This is the way to the dormitory, where we all sleep. You'll find a free bed there, which is now yours. Do you know the first thing the monastery taught me? To appreciate sleep. We rise before dawn every day. Takes a bit of getting used to. This is the garden, a place for silent contemplation and meditation. Centuries ago, this monastery was founded by the most esteemed of brothers, Saint Procopius. His earthly remains can be found in a cave under the monastery, and his spirit wanders the corridors at night, punishing any misbehaving novices. So beware. Here are the frattery and scriptorium, together with the library. These are the places where we work. Ora et labora. Pray and work. As a novice, you must always listen to your superior brethren, and above us monks are the prior and the circators, who punish every infraction. You'll know them by the canes they carry. Do what they say. This is the refectory, where we come together to eat. During meals, you must be silent. Only one brother reads aloud from the Rule of Saint Benedict.
The rule is the only law we recognize, with the exception of those from God himself. If you break any of its precepts, expect a swift punishment. But I've already told you about the circuitous. The library, the pride of our monastery, a trove of learning. We don't just read books here, we also copy them. You, too, will learn how. And that's all. Today you are still free from duty,
But tomorrow you begin work like the others. If you need anything, ask any of the brothers. We'll be glad to help you. And I recommend you get to know the other novices. You already know me. Then there is Siskin, Yodok, and Lucas.
Thanks for showing me around. There's a lot to learn here.
Okay. Now I don't know why I need lockpicks at this point. And we're searching for Pious. Okay, let's ask him a few questions first.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery. Who's in charge of things around here?
Truthfully, everyone except us. But officially, Abbot Peter. And soon enough, someone else. As if it mattered. Our life will still be work and prayer.
I see. Are there any rifts between the brothers?
Yes. From the moment talk began about electing a new abbot, it's been like a hornet's nest here. Strange you haven't noticed.
Just got here. Don't even know who that is.
Tell me something about electing the abbot.
Abbot Peter is old. When he dies, they'll have to select a new abbot from amongst the brethren. The candidates are John and Nevlas. And if you ask me for my opinion, Nevlas is definitely the right man. Unfortunately, no one cares about my opinion because novices get no say.
Tell me something about life here.
Work, prayer, as if you didn't know. We serve God, and that's the central truth of our lives.
What are the roles of the various monks here?
Someone takes care of the library, someone else the garden. The abbot supervises everyone, and in his absence, the prior. But it's the circators you should worry about. They're the brothers who'll make sure we observe the rule. They can be quite strict, so if you want to avoid getting punished, always act righteously and do your duties honestly.
Okay, so we'll talk to him about, let's see, who would you elect abbot? He's already said that he likes that other guy. Although that wasn't there last time, so let's ask him.
Who would you choose as the new abbot if you could?
Why should I even think about that when I don't have the right to vote? Gregor, don't go poking your nose into other people's business. You'll sleep better at night.
People always close the doors in my face.
What would you like?
Okay, we'll ask about Pious here.
I need to make a confession.
I'm no priest, but tell me what you've done. It's probably nothing to worry about.
I'm here in the monastery looking for a thief. He had a hand in burning down the Neuhof stud.
You don't say. And who are you to take such an interest?
The one who's going to find him and kill him.
You want to kill him here, in the monastery? Are you mad? You can't just show up and play the angel of vengeance on sacred ground. Do you think you're entitled to met out justice? Who gave you the right? I'm sorry, but I don't want to have anything more to do with you, Gregor. You're a lunatic, and the prior ought to be warned about you.
That probably wasn't the best thing to say.
Please don't tell him anything. It would put my whole mission in jeopardy. And believe me, my cause is just.
Very well, I won't say a word. But you should think twice about what you have in mind.
Okay. Should have just said I was going to arrest him. Or if he knows anything about the others. Again, close the door in my face. This game.
What is it, brother?
else.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery.
Nothing more about the other
Well, that's all. Thank
the
you for
other
your time,
brothers
brother.
there. Okay, let's go talk to the others. Actually, he said I had a note. Is that it? No, that's the Inquisitor. Ulrich's documents. Heretic's testimony. I don't see anything here. Oh, everyday laborers. Okay. You're right. 3 a.m. start of the day. 4 a.m. morning prayer. 6 a.m. common meal. 8 a.m. work in the fratery. 12 noon work in the library. 4 p.m. afternoon worship. 6 p.m. vespers common supper. 7 p.m. compline free time retiring. 9 p.m. rest and nighttime curfew. Okay. So free time.
Salve, be well.
So 6 p.m. is supper. In worship. So what time is it? Okay, so that is 2000 hours. Okay. So I guess we've missed supper. And we probably should rest. Let's see, the other brothers have probably gone to rest also. Or actually, no, it's 8 p.m., not 9 p.m. So where would everyone be? 8 p.m. Free time before retiring. Okay.
Praise be to our Lord Jesus.
So we've got 1 hour before we have to actually go to bed. So there's the eating area. The library.
I want change, and only a new abbot can bring that. Waiting pays off.
There's no hurry.
Peace be with you, brother.
I'm Gregor, a novice. I saw you at the ceremony.
I know. It was hard not to notice you.
And you are?
Lucas, also a novice. Don't get upset, but I don't want to talk to you. I'm happiest alone.
I'd like to know something about the other novices.
I don't know much, but ask away.
Tell me about Antonius.
I'd like to, but there's nothing to tell. I've never spoken to him. I've never asked about him.
Listen, brother. Is there anyone in the monastery who can help me get hold of something, well, something that's not so readily available?
If you're looking to get into mischief, I'm certainly not going to help you.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's nothing I can tell you.
I mean, where you're from, what sort of life you had before, that sort of thing.
I'm a novice, and my monastic name is Lucas. Nothing else matters.
I bet they keep the tastiest morsels for themselves and give us the slop
Come on.
that's left over.
Is there really nothing at all you can tell me?
I could, but I don't want to. I'm sorry. I want to stay focused on work and prayer, not on who I once was. I never will be again. What has been isn't important for us. We cast the past aside when we walked through the monastery gates and took our oath. Never forget that.
Okay, it doesn't sound like I'm going to get much out of this fellow.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery. Well,
Okay,
that's all. Thank you for your time, brother.
Just the same stuff, basically. I saw another novice going this way. Well, let's see if we can... There he is, right there.
I'd like to know something about the other novices.
I don't know much, but ask away.
Tell me about Antonius.
I'd like to, but there's nothing to tell. I've never spoken to him. I've never asked about him.
You really don't know anything about anyone? Well, thanks anyway.
Don't get upset. I'm sorry I can't tell you more. I just haven't felt like getting to know anyone yet.
I remember back when we ate like kings.
And the wine. Those were the days.
Okay.
Things will get better with the new
So where were the beds? Let's see. Doesn't show a sleeping area. Go to bed. Oh, okay, right there. Maybe the others are here? Thought it was there. Let's see. Shows it right there. Am I missing something? There. Library.
The forbidden
Don't
books
even
must
look
be
at
in
that
that cabinet.
It contains forbidden books.
Okay, so I've been here before. Where is it? It's getting pretty dark in here. In here? Ah, here's the stairs. Okay, everyone seems to be heading up there.
I'm telling you, someone's been creeping up.
Alright, so where's my bed? Right here. Okay, so I guess we'll sleep and save for now. Well, that's kind of nice. I got a bed. Okay, so... Oh, I can only sleep until midnight? Maybe I slept too long before. I just can't sleep anymore. Yeah, it seems everyone's still sleeping. Okay. So, we've spoken to a couple of the novices here. Really not sure what I should do. According to the book, we start at 3 a.m. So let's just have a quick look. Oh, of course I can't even read because it's too dark in here. Okay, well, let's just wait till that time. I've got full energy, full health, and my nourishment's pretty good. So more than likely I've just overslept. Not really sure. Okay, so let's check our journal here. A needle in a haystack. Okay, so we've finished off the first part of the quest, which was getting into the monastery. And now what do we have to do? Find out which one of the novices is Pious and kill Pious. Okay. Now we're not actually going to kill him. Sir Radzig wanted us to capture him or arrest him. So we're going to be doing that. So I guess that takes care of the poverty, chastity, and obedience. And then now we're onto this one. Seems like a lot of these main quests have been really short, just covering small parts. So get to know the other novices, go to bed. Okay. So we've already gone to bed, although we haven't found out all the novices. Okay. So I guess this is... Do I just keep waiting? Everyone's still sleeping. So can I sleep some more? Yeah. Okay, I'll sleep till 8. Oh, actually, I guess I should cancel that. I'm not sure when morning breakfast was and stuff like that. But at least I should be able to read because it's light now. You are neglecting your daily schedule. Dang it. Okay. Go to the church prayer in Mass. Well, I missed morning prayer. Common meal. Okay, so where do I have to go? Go to the church for prayer and Mass.
Salve Domine.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so mass. So do I just follow these guys? Okay, eat with the others. So I guess I'll just keep following these guys. I don't know if I should talk to the novices. Nobody else is talking. So I guess I'll just follow them for now. Lucas.
Let them apply themselves to read. After the 6th hour, having left the table, let them rest on their beds in perfect silence. Or if anyone may perhaps want to read, let him read to himself in such a way as not to disturb anyone else. Let none be said rather early at the middle of the 8th hour, and let them again do what work has to be done until vespers. Weak or sickly brethren should be assigned.
Okay, so we're not supposed to talk while we're eating. Just that fellow reads. Okay. Not sure where I sit.
The rule of Saint Benedict. Readings on.
Is there a spot for me? Not sure where I sit.
And the fear of hell and the glory of life everlasting, as soon as anything has been ordered by the superior, receive it as a divine command and cannot suffer any delay in executing. But this very
I can't seem to sit. I can sit over here.
only if what is commanded is done without hesitation.
Sit. Okay.
Grumbling or for the obedience given to superiors. For if a disciple obeys with an ill will and murmurs, not necessarily with his lips, but simply in his heart, then even though he fulfills the command...
My name's Gregor, a novice.
You can call me.
Did you say purgatory?
Dang.
You'll see soon enough. Soon enough.
I didn't mean to skip that dialogue. I don't think I'm supposed to talk while we're here.
The rule of Saint Benedict. Readings on daily matter.
Where do I sit down?
Enemy of the soul. Therefore, the brethren
Eat.
should be
Okay, here we
occupied
go.
at certain times in manual labor, and again at fixed hours in sacred reading. To that end, we think that the times for each may be prescribed as follows: from Easter until the calends of October. When they come out to climb in the morning, let them labor at whatever is necessary until about.
Wonder what that is.
And from the 4th hour until about the 6th, let them apply themselves to reading.
Maybe a type of oatmeal or something?
Hour having left the table, let them rest on their beds in perfect silence. or if anyone may perhaps want to read, let him read to himself in such a way as not to disturb anyone else. Let none be said rather early, at the middle of the 8th hour, and let them again do what work has to be done until vespers. Weak or sickly brethren should be assigned
Jeez.
keep them from idleness, and at the same time not to overburden them or drive them away with excessive toil. Their weakness must be taken into consideration by the abbot.
So he just keeps talking? Oh, he's all done. So I wonder what now? We just keep eating? He looks like he's smelling his food. Okay, so what do we do now? What time is it? 8? Well, just after 8 o'clock. Or, oh, okay, no, it's just after 7 right now. Can't pull up my quest log while I'm eating here. Food poisoning. You've been poisoned. Be careful what you eat and drink. Spoiled food can poison you. Oh, my life's going way down.
You've got a strong constitution. Anyone else would have certainly died.
What happened?
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a young boy. He was lost and miserable. He had no future. He was tempted by his friends into doing some foolish things, but he wasn't truly bad, because when it came down to it, he ran away rather than keep doing foolish deeds. His former friends didn't take kindly to that, though, and wanted to punish him. So they sent a hunting dog to find him and rip his throat. The boy wasn't stupid, though, and he knew that the hound was coming. He poisoned some food, and when the hound showed up, he gave it to him. He didn't expect the beast to live, but it did. And all of a sudden, the boy was sorry for what he tried to do. So he offered to make a bargain with the hound.
I think I understand you. But the beast would need to know what deal he's being offered.
You know, we're both pawns in someone else's game. They have plans for us, but we don't have to let them use us. We can just forget all about it and go our own way. I was a bandit, and I was at Nyhoff. I've robbed and stolen, but I swear to God I've never in my life slain innocent people. What I saw at Nyhoff made me realize my life was worth shit, but I still had a chance to change for the better. Here in the monastery I've had plenty of time to think things over, but then you showed up and fucked it all up.
So the evildoer changes his ways and finds God. What exactly are you proposing?
Both of us can leave this place. You can go back to your people, and I can go somewhere where I can live out my life in peace and no one will try to kill me. If we work together, we can both get what we want.
Pardon me. Okay, so that little story was talking about me. Okay, so he wants to make a deal. Okay. So if we both work together, we can get what we want. Okay.
You're right. But the people who sent me will find out if I don't kill you.
They won't if we're clever about it. No one has to die. Before we make a run for it, we'll make it look like someone's killed me. Loads of blood, a tattered scrap of my habit, and footprints leading towards the river. No one will bother looking for my body there. There we'll split up. You go for your bounty, and I'll get as far away from here as I can.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. Because then those guys would think he's dead and I've done my job. And it will let me arrest him without suspicion from those guys. Okay. So let's do it your way.
Good. Let's do it your way.
Good. I'm glad that despite our initial discord, we could reach an agreement. Here, take something to calm your stomach. Now we'll need the keys to the monastery and some blood to make the tracks.
Marigold. And antidote. Okay.
What are you going to do?
I need to get ready for a long journey. Prepare supplies, get some normal clothing somehow. That sort of thing. You can escape in that habit, but I need to vanish as fast as I can.
What do I need the keys to the monastery for?
How else will we get out? This place is practically a prison.
Getting the keys won't be easy.
I know, but Brother Salarius is a reformed thief. I'll bet he still has a few lockpicks lying about. If you know how to use them, they'll be worth finding. Or there's the hard way. Steal the keys from the prior. He carries them with him at all times.
They both sound hard to me. But needs must.
Okay. And where can I find blood in the monastery?
And where am I supposed to get my hands on blood in a monastery?
You'll find a parchment in the kitchen with a list of ingredients on it. All the things they're ordering. Add blood for making soup to the list. And when it's delivered the next day, take it before anyone notices it's even come.
All right, that's everything I need to know. I can get started.
Excellent. Come and see me once you have everything. And try to be as fast as you can. And Gregor, thank you.
So he must be Pious. Okay, I better take this antidote. And I'll take the marigold concoction. Alright, I'm over full now. Okay, let's have a look at the journal. Kill Antonius. Get keys or lockpicks. Get blood. Okay, so we have to go to the kitchen. So let's have a look at the map. Okay, so we have one of our daily duties there. So let's go take care of that.
I'm Gregor, a novice.
I know. I saw you at the ceremony. My name is Nebulus, and I'm the provost here. I'm in charge of the monastery's property, as well as handling trade with the outside world.
That means you get to leave the monastery?
No, not at all. I just write lists and send them out.
I'm here to work.
Excellent. I've been waiting for you. There's the alchemist's laboratory. You'll find ingredients in the chests next to it. I want you to prepare 2 marigold decoctions. Once you finish them, you'll find me somewhere nearby. Don't forget to let me know when you're done so I can check them.
Okay. Marigold deacon. Okay. So what do I need here? There we go. Okay. Aqua, 1 nettle, 2 marigold. So, 1 nettle, 2 marigold. And aqua. And how do I prepare that? Okay, you will need water, a handful of nettle. Okay, drop the nettle in the water and cook for 1 turn. Okay. Cook for a turn. Drop in the marigold, but don't boil. Oh, leave it to cool. And then drop in the marigold. Okay. And don't boil. Okay. Where do I get the marigold? The nettle in marigold. So where is that? Bandages. Page from a torn book. Okay, so nettle. Guess I'll take all. Marigold. Okay. So, aqua. And then 1 nettle. And I boil it for a turn. And let it cool. Oh, I should have used the hourglass, but that's okay. And then I add the 2 marigold. Excellent. Prepare 2 marigold. Okay. So nettle and marigold. Oh, can't I use it? No, it doesn't seem to want to let me use it anymore. Oh, I made 3 of them. Okay.
Ah, Gregor, talk to me.
I've finished my work.
Show me what you've made. Spectacular, Gregor. You've found your talent. Soon enough, you'll be teaching the other novices.
Excellent.
Talk to me, brother.
Just the way you said that. just made me laugh. Okay.
Is there anything I could help with?
You know, there is. Perhaps you've heard that Abbot Peter is gravely ill. I'm interested in medicine, and I know there's a cure for the abbot's ailment. With your help, I could find out the details, and together you and I could give old Peter a few more years to do good. What do you say?
You can count on my help. What do you need me to do?
In order to get the recipe for this medicament, a few rules will need to be broken. Now, you know, most of the brothers believe every illness is a message from God, and that it's not our place to deny his will. I, however, think if God sent us not just illnesses, but also the medicine to cure them, then it's our duty to relieve people of their suffering. The cure for Abbot Peter's illness could be contained in one of the books in our library, but it will certainly be amongst the Libri Prohibiti, the forbidden books, those we aren't permitted to read.
Why are they forbidden?
Because they contain occult and demonic practices, witchcraft and all manner of evil. Or so some people claim. It's nonsense, of course. This is nothing but a book of medicine, albeit one written by a pagan. Ibn Sina, also known as Avicenna, is universally acknowledged to be a wise man. But here, at some point, someone decided his book is the work of a Saracen devil and must be kept under lock and key. Since then, no one can even talk about the book. But the three wise men were from the East, were they not?
Where can I find it?
In the library, there's a large cabinet with a lock on it. The forbidden books are inside. You'll easily recognize what you're looking for. The cover has not only a Latin inscription, but also Saracen letters. Bring it to me, but leave the other books there. No one will notice if one book disappears, but if more were to vanish, someone would certainly begin to look into it, which is exactly what we don't want.
You know, I wonder if I picked up that book before when I was looking for the Necronomicon. I guess we'll find out in a second here.
Is there anything you can tell me that would help?
There's a key to the cabinet in the prior's chambers. The librarian should have another one. Or you can acquire some lockpicks. But I can't tell you where or how. Perhaps Brother Celerius could help.
I'm ready.
One more important thing. There's always someone in the library during the day. To pass unwatched, you'll need to go at night. It's locked, but I'm sure you'll manage to get in. They say Brother Celerius understands locks. But don't tell him why you need it. Once you have the book, bring it to me, and I'll then use it to make Peter's medicine. We'll soon have the election of the abbot over and done with.
Yeah, I did pick it up. I found 2 books when I was looking for the Necronomicon. I picked up one, but I was never able to read it. So this must be why I needed it.
Here's the book you wanted.
Amazing. This really is it. Now I can use it to prepare a cure for our suffering abbot. Then I'll leave it in the library to make it seem as if Brother Librarian left it lying about. There'll be no investigation. It would be against his best interests, as he'll look like the one who wasn't taking proper care of the books. It will drive him mad. I didn't leave that book out, or did I? Is there anything I can do for you in return?
How can a novice get out of the monastery?
And what would you do out there? I'm sorry I can't help you. Now, if there's anything more reasonable I can help you with...
I'd be interested in finding out the background of the other novices.
That's a strange wish you have. And the only ones who know everything about the novices are the abbot and the prior. They keep a record of every monk in the abbot's book, but you'll never get your hands on it. It's locked up in the prior's study.
Thanks. You've helped me immensely.
No, thank you. About that book, don't even think about breaking in to get it.
Okay.
I found this piece of parchment. It looks like it's been ripped out of a book.
The words mean nothing to me. Ask in the library.
It was just sitting on the table right behind him. I wonder why he doesn't know anything about it.
I'm interested in the election of the new abbot.
You're not alone. Everyone's so worked up about that, they spent no time considering how they could make the monastery a better place now.
Why? What's wrong with it now?
Many brothers think more about their stomachs than prayer. The older brethren bend the rules of the order to make them fit their interests. So, to balance the scales, they want the novices to lead exemplary lives. Sin abounds here, just as in the outside world.
What sins are you talking about?
The scripture says, "Let he who is without sin cast the first stone." I'm sorry, Gregor, it's not my place to speak about the sins of others.
Oh, okay.
Tell me something about how the new abbot will be elected.
A new abbot has to be elected once the old one dies. All the brethren can vote, with the exception of novices. The abbot's crozier will be conferred on whoever is chosen, and he'll take the vow. When he becomes abbot, a monk spends most of his time dealing with politics outside the monastery, instead of actually leading the monastery. But he still maintains a fundamental influence on life here.
I'll be interested to know more about Brother John.
I don't like to speak ill of people, but Circuitor John is the worst person the monks could pick to represent them. He's nothing but an old schemer and pedant who preaches water but drinks wine. He's won the older brethren over because they know he won't call an end to their debauchery.
Why do you want to become abbot?
Because when I see the way things are headed around here, I have no other option. Itinerant preachers speak of the corrupted black heart of the church, and I can't deny there's truth in what they say. I'd like to change things and bring back meaning and esteem to the monastery.
That's all. Thank you.
Peace be with you, brother.
He seems like a decent fellow.
This looks like the Saracen language. Ib al-Hassan. That's who I'm looking for. Avicenna.
Okay. So let's have another look at our quest log. Okay, scattered pages, go and see the librarian. Track down Pious. Get to know the other novices. Okay, so I haven't spoken to all the novices, so I can still do that. See the librarian, track down Pious. Get keys or lockpicks, and get the blood. Okay, so I need to find the kitchen. Do I have any other jobs I need to do? Okay, doesn't look like it at the moment. I'm neglecting my schedule. What am I supposed to be doing? Doesn't really show here. I still supposed to work with him. I thought I was all done.
Praise be to Christ, brother.
Okay, we need to find the kitchen. And hopefully it's attached to here, the eating area. Oh, I'm trespassing. I'm not supposed to be in here? keys or anything around? Rob. Okay, so blood. I'm supposed to order blood. Why do that? Oh, there's the monastery key. Okay, so we got the key. Where is the blood, though? Is there anything in here? Here's a paper. Okay. Oh. Okay, it said use, so I clicked on it. Wait until the blood arrives the next day. Okay, what time is it? So it's 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay, get the blood. Okay, so we have to wait until the next day. So we want to go and see the librarian and get to know the other novices. Okay, so the library was upstairs, so we just have to find it. Okay, I think this is the sleeping area. Oh, I can't go outside.
Brother, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working somewhere? Idle hands are the devil's workshop.
I was feeling a bit queasy.
Really? This time I'll look the other way. But next time you won't get out of being punished.
I'm Gregor and I'm new here.
I know. I saw you in the church during ceremony. I have the feeling we'll be meeting again soon, and often. You see, I'm the circator.
What does that mean?
I make sure everyone observes the rule, does their work, and that everything's the way it should be.
And when it's not the way it should be?
Then we're authorized to mete out punishment. But certainly you won't require correction, will you, brother?
So he's like a hall monitor.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery.
Don't really need to know any of that. Right now, I just need to know where the library is. Maybe the other set of stairs? Nope. Okay, here we go. Brother Librarian.
What do you desire, Brother Gregor?
I found this piece of parchment. It looks like it's been ripped out of a book. Do you know what it is?
It appears to be a page torn out of Ovid.
Ovid? What is that? Is it the name of a book?
Not what, but who? Ovid was a great Roman poet. We have a few volumes by him in the library, but one of them vanished one day. Now I believe I can guess what happened. Brother Eustace, may the earth rest lightly on him, was quite narrow-minded when it came to classical literature. If a book had any mention of woman at all, he condemned it as a heretical work. If he'd had his way, all such books would have been burned. Ovid's The Art of Love must have been such a thorn in his side that he stole it from the library, tore it up, and hid the pages wherever he could.
Oh, would you like me to put the book back together again?
Absolutely. Eustace's wits weren't the sharpest, so I'm sure he didn't destroy any of the pages. I imagine he hid them throughout the monastery. It might take you a while to find them all, but when you do, you can rest assured Ovid will return to his rightful place in the library.
Good. I'll look around for it.
Thank you, brother. It's of no great importance, but if you can find all 10 pages, I'll be most grateful.
Okay, excellent.
Where should I look?
If I knew, I wouldn't have asked you to do it. The pages of the book could be hidden anywhere, from the garden to the refectory.
Can you tell me something about the book?
The Art of Love is a sort of manual instructing young people how to find and maintain love. It's a lovely work. I don't understand what bothered Eustace so much about it, but as I was saying, he considered the book to be immoral and tore it up to stop it corrupting any of his brothers.
Is it possible to learn something about the other novices in the library?
Only the abbot and the prior keep such records.
And can I see them?
No. The abbot writes and keeps his records in his chambers, and only he and the prior are permitted to read them.
Listen, brother, is there anyone in the monastery who can help me get hold of something... well, something that's not so readily available?
I can't help you there. Brother Solarius might.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery. Can you tell me something about the rule of St. Benedict?
Ha! 7 centuries ago, Saint Benedict of Nursia wrote a collection of monastic rules, which we still follow today. They're read at every meal. The fundamental precepts are obedience, work, and prayer. We're fully devoted to serving God. The outside world, beyond the monastery walls, is foreign to us.
Do you never want to know what's going on out there?
And what should be going on? The sky is just as blue, and the grass is just as green. Perhaps the rulers change, but the greatest ruler of them all will remain unchanged through the ages.
Okay. So I've got to find a book now. At least pages of a book. So let's have a quick look around here.
Oh, you're interested in what's inside?
Neglecting my duties. And what duty would that be? Okay, let's see. Inventory. Work in the library. Oh. Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? So let's see. No, it's 10 o'clock. So what do I have to be doing at 10 o'clock? 8 a.m. work in the frattery. 12 work in the library. So it's not 12 yet, so I'm not supposed to be working there. I gotta wait till tomorrow in order to get that blood from the kitchen back here. Let's see if there's any pages around here while we're looking. Wonder what's in here. I can unlock it. Nope, door to outside. Better close that. Well, okay, I'm gonna have to finish up at this point. I'll just go up and rest. And that way I can just take care of this. Okay. So let me just find the rest area. Seeing as I don't have any actual any savior snaps. And I noticed this has been about an hour anyways. So we'll continue on in the next video. Okay. So this was my bed here, so I'll just sleep and save for an hour. And then we'll get this all taken care of. Alright. So hopefully you did enjoy this video, and
Brother,
if there are any questions...
What are you doing
what's going
here?
on here?
Shouldn't you be working somewhere? Idle hands are the devil's workshop.
I had other affairs that needed to be attended to immediately. It will never happen again.
Really?
Dang. How am I supposed to save
This
here?
time I'll look the other way. But next time you won't get out of being punished.
Okay. Did I save? No. Let me see. Sleep and save. Let's try that again. Okay, come on, let me sleep and save. I kind of hate the save system in this, that you have to rest or have savior snaps. It would be so much easier if you could just save it normally in situations like this. But there we go. The game's saved. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. And if there are any questions, as I said, or comments, leave them in the comment section below. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.